This weekend, NASCAR heads to Sin City for Sprint Cup and Nationwide Series action. We know there's plenty of gambling off the track in Las Vegas, but which drivers will be gambling on the track? We'll just have to wait and see. NASCAR 5 will get you set for this weekend's event with the latest schedules. We also have the latest news standings and more. That's all coming up. The information you need relating to the sport you love, all within 5 minutes. NASCAR 5 starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR 5. I'm Bryce Turner. First up, a look back at last weekend with results and standings from Phoenix. Kevin Harvick won last weekend's Sprint Cup Series race over Dale Earnhardt Jr., Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, and Jeff Gordon. Meanwhile, Jr. leads in the standings by 6 points over Keselowski. Gordon, Harvick, and Jimmy Johnson round out the top 5. More post-race coverage from the Prophet on CNBC 500K can be found under Closed Wheel Racing at carnuts.ca. In the Nationwide Series, Kyle Busch won a rain-shortened Blue Jeans Go Green 200 over his fellow Cup Series regulars Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski. As for the Nationwide regulars, Regan Smith leads in the standings by 5 points over Trevor Bayne and 6 points over Elliott Sadler. It's time now for a news update. Kurt Busch will be busy on Memorial Day weekend when he will attempt to race in both the Indy 500 and Coca-Cola 600. The two prestigious events will take place on the same day, Sunday, May 25th. Leading up to that day, Busch will travel back and forth between Indianapolis, Indiana, and Charlotte, North Carolina to practice and qualify for both races, IndyCar's Indy 500 and NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600. Then on race day, Busch will participate in both events, assuming that he qualifies for the 500. In the IndyCar race, Busch will drive for Andretti Autosport. If he manages this feat, Kurt will join his NASCAR teammate and boss Tony Stewart, as well as Robbie Gordon and John Andretti, as the only drivers to race in both events on the same day. Stay tuned to NASCAR 5 for the latest on this developing story. In other news, reigning Truck Series champion Matt Crafton will be on standby for Paul Menard this weekend. Menard and his wife are awaiting the birth of their first child, which may happen within the next few days. If needed, Crafton will take Menard's place behind the wheel of the number 27 Chevrolet. And Smoke will be Smokey in a Mobile One video series. Tony Stewart will star in the series named Smoke is the Bandit with Mobile One. The videos will be based on a classic movie, Smokey and the Bandit. Darrell Waltrip, Ricky Craven, Hermes Sadler, Jeff Hammond, and Nicole Briscoe will also star in the series. Mobile One is a sponsor of Tony Stewart and his team. The videos can be seen right here on YouTube at youtube.com/Mobile One. A reminder that the next edition of NASCAR 5 will be posted next Friday, March 14th. But for now, to wrap things up, here's a look at this weekend's schedule. The Nationwide Series is up first with the Boyd Gaming 300. The race starts at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time with TV coverage airing on ESPN2 and TSN2 and radio coverage broadcast on the Performance Racing Network and SiriusXM. Qualifying is scheduled for about 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow and will air on Fox Sports 2 and Speed. Then on Sunday, the Sprint Cup Series takes to the track for the Cobalt Tools 400. The race starts shortly after 3 p.m. Eastern Time with TV coverage airing on Fox and TSN and radio coverage broadcast on PRN and SiriusXM. Qualifying will take place today at around 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time and will air on Fox Sports 1 and Speed. NASCAR 5 breaking news. Some breaking news came out after NASCAR 5 was taped. There's a new qualifying format for the Indy 500. This will make things busier for Kurt Busch on the weekend before the big race. He will have to race at Indy in qualifying on Saturday, May 17th, before participating in the All-Star race in Charlotte that same night. Busch will then head back to Indy for more qualifying on Sunday, May 18th. More on the new format can be found at jski.com. Thanks for watching this week's edition of NASCAR 5. I'm Bryce Turner. Enjoy the races.